Take back Kherson. Putin, humiliatedly, admitted that Ukraine had broken through Russia's defense line and entered Kherson. Putin's dream of reconquering Ukraine is in danger and at a deadlock right now. Vladimir Putin's forces have failed to prevent Ukrainian troops from penetrating back into the southern Kherson region, moving Kiev one step closer to Crimea. This week, Vladimir Putin saw one of his most valuable victories in the Ukrainian election campaign threatened by Ukraine's counteroffensive. Ukrainian and Russian officials both confirmed that Kiev forces broke through Russian defenses and penetrated the east bank of the Dnipro River in Kherson. The Ukrainian army is getting closer to its plan to regain lost Kherson in 2022 to Russia. The southern region of Ukraine was among 4 regions Moscow annexed into Russia through an illegal referendum following its invasion in February 2022. Russia previously annexed Crimea in 2014. Kherson has been the center of constant fighting between the two warring sides, and the Russian army has been successful in repelling Kiev's breakout attempt since the start of the war. But now Russia is gradually being turned against Ukraine. When the threat of taking back Kherson is getting closer and closer to Russia, Ukrainian intelligence affirmed that Moscow continuously withdrew soldiers from the area and left only a weak military presence to ensure control of the territory. This is a good opportunity for Ukraine to regain lost Kherson. The Kremlin-appointed governor of Kherson announced on Wednesday that Ukrainian troops had been observed for some time in the village of Kherson, just east of the Dnipro River. Vladimir Saldo wrote on Telegram that Ukraine has sent more manpower to the banks of the Dnipro River. The destructive power of the Ukrainian army is extremely great. Saldo's statement shows that Russia is at an extremely disadvantage. They can lost Kherson to Ukraine in the most recent day. Chief of Staff of the President of Ukraine Andriy Yermak told the Hudson Institute, despite all difficulties, the Ukrainian Defense Forces have gained a foothold on the left, eastern, bank of the Dnipro. We have gradually moved closer to the plan to regain Kherson. We are 70% of the way there. And our counterattack is growing. Since the summer, Ukrainian forces have crossed the river in small groups to gain a foothold near the Kherson Bridge and have recently sought to expand their presence in nearby villages on the east bank, including Kherson. The institute said satellite images on Monday showed forces moving toward Kherson on the east bank, about 35 kilometers northeast of the city of Kherson. The Russian army is facing a great risk of having to flee from Kherson, as Ukraine's military power in this place is gradually overwhelming.